Marine veteran? Are you missing that bond you had on active duty? Then I have a place for you. Join the only congressionally chartered Marine Corps veteran service organization, the Marine Corps League. Get that brother and sisterhood back in your life. Become one of the fewer, the prouder, a Marine Corps League member.
Nope. You get no audio.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I got you now.
Oh my God, man. My other mic went dead on me. All through my beginning. Did y'all hear any of my spiel?
No.
Nothing.
Nice. Well, for
Probably
everybody that's
because
out there,
you're working too hard, man. You're working too hard.
I overdid it, man. I don't
You're
know.
burning
I don't know
batteries
what
out.
to tell everybody. I'm not perfect, okay? I never claimed to be perfect. But I mean, I'm pretty good, but I ain't perfect. You know, I only know one perfect individual that ever existed. So, and it wasn't me. Just throw that out there. How are you guys doing?
It's been a weekend. We don't know what's going on. It's been a very weird weekend. So it's super fun out here now.
Weird as in what? Weather?
It was 90 degrees yesterday.
Oh God.
And today it's 40. And last weekend it was 7 below wind chill. So we don't know what's going on right now.
That is so wild. Is it normally that drastic?
We hold the record for the biggest temperature shift in America.
Well, I guess it makes sense. Man.
I think they said today it dropped 100 degrees in 5 minutes in Spearfish.
What?
So, yes, it's a thing.
I can't even fathom that. That's just outrageous.
That's what a front feels like. Yes.
Wow, that's insane. Well, I have not experienced that. Thanks
you get to learn
Jack
all about
Davis,
weather.
who should be on here with us, though he's not. He gave us a thumbs up. That's okay, Jack. We're going to get you on here. We all need our fill of Jack here. So we're going to get him on here someday. So today's the day. I sent you the link. Hit the things. Get on here. Good grief. Personal invitation live. Where were you at? The face pages? Yeah, you're on the face pages. Get on here. Dang it. Sorry. We got a thumbs up from Jack. I had to give him a hard time. But now Mark, he's blacked out, and Vic, we lost him. I don't know what happened there.
It's that time of the day. Everything's going weird in March.
Yeah. Maybe we should just start over, you know?
I think we did. We did the start over. Catch up. That's how we do things now.
Oh my God, man. We are on it today. I've been traveling. So we went up to Branson, Missouri, the family, and we had a blast, man. Let's see. We went, got up there. We went and watched the play David about David from the Bible, you know, King David.
It was about who? David,
the King David of the Bible.
I know. Yeah.
A man after God's own heart. That guy. Anyways, holy moly, what an incredible production. I mean, it was insane.
Branson doesn't play around, man.
They do not, man.
They're Nashville
I'm telling
West.
you, everything. The from the vocals to the acting, the stage presence, all the stuff on the stage. I mean, they did that. It wasn't just the stage; it like wrapped around the sides, right? They had live animals coming up between the audience and stuff in the rows. Man, it was cool, man. And oh my God, David could sing, man. That dude, Whew, it was amazing. So much so, what was so amazing is my daughter Madison was literally on the edge of her seat, like so much, like literally, she's like pushed all the way up, and she's in amazement about the whole thing, man. And it was the coolest show, man. I loved it. It was good.
David's making a comeback these days. You got,
Yeah.
I mean, Dollywood West, and you've got.
What the fuck is going on with this damn thing?
That's what's going on, Vic. That's what's going on.
Yeah, Vic.
But we're talking about the Bible, and Vic's having a meltdown over here.
I know. Can you hear us?
But he's up on Amazon now too, man. And David season 2 is out.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It was incredible.
What's going on?
Branson, man, they when they do their shows, it's pretty incredible.
You're in the right season. Do not go down there in the summer.
Oh my God, it was hot there already.
Yeah, it's even worse.
It was like almost 100. I think it was 99 the first day we got there.
Did you go to Silver Dollar City?
No, I didn't go Silver Dollar City. No,
that's an experience too.
We did. Can you hear us? No.
We can hear him. Damn studio.
There it is.
I hear him.
I know.
He can't hear
us.
He's
having a hard time hearing.
What is he using?
Well, something is not working.
For everybody out there, if you're using StreamYard, don't use what is it? The normal one on Mac for the internet.
Safari.
Safari, yes. Don't use Safari. Safari's bad. For anybody that gets on.
Bad.
It's bad. It's bad. I'm gonna put don't use Safari. Oh, Mark's gone too. It's just me and you, man. Anyway, so we let's see, we went to that show. What's that?
I got the Carry the Fire hoodie on, L-shaped ambush. It's messing everybody up today.
I like it. But yeah, man, we had a good time, man. We went all over the place, did some fun stuff. The girls went tubing, like snow tubing, but it wasn't snow. It was on a hill with water, astroturf, something. I don't know, but it was pretty cool. They enjoyed that.
We did the duck boats about 10 years ago, and then I guess they had one sink in that river, so we're like, whoops. But the kids are out there just driving. They were having a blast. So yeah, Branson's like got all the sporty stuff. And then my brother-in-law's from down there too. So we I guess we never do what he tells us to do though. So he's from those hollers down there in Missouri.
There's a lot of hollers, that's for sure. Holy
We did
moly.
the train ride too. That was interesting.
Oh, you said you did it?
Yeah, it goes down to like Arkansas, I believe. But it was cool. Interesting. It's Branson
really
though.
Cool.
So
yeah, Branson's it's an awesome place, man. And it's very just about, I won't say every place that we went to, but just about every place we went to, it was like Christian themed, or not themed, but you know, anyways, they're very vocal about their Christianity. I'll put it that way.
It's the heart of the Bible. It's very Bible.
It was pretty cool.
It's fun. Don't get me wrong.
And then we went to the zoo as well. Oh my God, man. The zoo there is pretty cool. It's small. It's not like a big giant zoo or anything, but it's cool. And we got to go back and we got to hold little baby joeys, little kangaroos. We got to hold them. We got to hold what was the other thing? It was it was like a monkey. I don't know what the heck they call it. My wife will put it up there in a second. Anyway, we got to hold one of those things. And then a big lizard. We got to hold a big lizard. And then we got to go in and visit with all the sloths. There's like 6 sloths in this little place. And we got to go in and we got to pet them. And I mean, it was cool, man. And we got to see a sloth fight. It was cool.
In slow motion.
It was right in front of us, man. It was
lemur.
Lemur, that's the other thing. Yeah. The lemur.
Mike's here. Everybody else has fallen off, but Mike made it.
Yeah, Mike, can you hear us, Mike?
What did Vic say he couldn't because of his iPad?
He said he tried his iPad and then he tried his computer, and he said neither one of them would work.
Well, that's what happens to me. Like as soon as you like close the show out,
Yeah.
on my iPad, I lose everybody. Typically, the only person I can hear is Jess talking.
Yeah.
I can see everybody else's lips moving and stuff. That's why I'll log off and log back in, and it'll fix it for maybe a minute, then it does it again, and I'm like, all right, I just need to go.
I'm running a Chromebook, man. I am not doing the fancy stuff anymore. He's here. 6 back.
Eighth try is the one. Hey, Mike, you didn't miss a whole lot other than the entire intro that I do.
Okay.
I didn't have a mic on, and so nobody heard me. And then after the Marine Corps League commercial, Carlene came in and is like, "We can't hear you." And I'm like, "What?" My mic went dead. I had to change the mic out.
That's why you need a damn manager.
That's what I'm saying, man. Need somebody to keep me on the straight and narrow here. Jeez.
Oh man.
Well, now Jess was saying he's got the temperature swings of the 100 up there for weather, man. Now I know you're down in Florida now, Mike. How's the weather down there?
When I left the house in Georgia at 12:30, it was 94 degrees.
Nice.
Down here, I mean, now it's, I think when I pulled in the parking lot, I looked at the screen on the truck. I think it said it was 82 here, but.
Really? Wow. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
But I mean, the whole way down here, it was the same way. I kept seeing it. Further south I went, the higher the temperatures went. So.
Yeah.
No, thank you, sir.
But last week, like I said, last week was, it was in the 20s last week.
Yeah.
Last Monday and Tuesday, we had a hard frost. And I have a good buddy from Pennsylvania. Him and his wife and two daughters went on their first cruise. They went out of the port of New York.
Yeah.
Down to the Bahamas and all that stuff. And that cold front came in. And he said it was, and it was obviously it was probably a little rough going down the East Coast. But he said,
I imagine so.
He kept texting me, and I'm like, dude, would you buy the Wi-Fi package or what? He kept texting me. I said, I thought you were on vacation. He goes, no, I'm just using what minutes. You get so many minutes. And
I see.
They didn't take their son with them because he's in going to school and he couldn't get time off or something. But
yeah,
he said, I just get on there to check with him and make sure he's not being stupid. But he said, yeah, we got on the beach, and he said, got on the beach, turned around and got back on the ship because it was 73 degrees.
Really?
On the beach, and it was so rough, I guess, in the Bahamas. And it's Norwegian's private island. It's Great Stirrup Cay. Yeah. And they used to have to tender in because it wasn't dredged out so they could dock. Mm-hmm. And they actually built finally finished it earlier last year. It was a 2-ship dock. But it was.
Oh, wow.
It's still shallow enough that it was too rough and they couldn't leave a port. So he didn't get a good first experience from what I'm getting. I was getting on a cruise ship. So
that was his first go round at it?
Yeah, they had never been on a ship. So
that's no good. No bueno.
But it was a 9-day cruise. I think today's their last day, so they get off the ship tomorrow. So back in New York.
Hopefully it got better.
Yeah, I hope so.
Went along.
I'm sure I'll hear from him. He goes, I swear to God, you kept talking about cruises and asshole. He said, that was the worst thing I ever did. It's like, yeah, well.
He's blaming you for everything. Nice.
He hasn't blamed me yet, but I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
We've been on a few, I'm sure Vic has too, that have been a little choppy. But
yeah, I don't.
It doesn't really bother me. I mean, when the ship's doing this and doing that, and you watching people walk down the hallways going, like that. But I mean, other than that, it's like just have another drink, you'll be all right.
So you're saying you're walking around like you're drunk the whole time, even if you hadn't been drinking?
Exactly. Yeah. So I get away with it there.
Yeah. Nice.
That's Vic on his Disney cruises.
Yeah.
We have never taken a cruise. We're actually taking our very first cruise, and it's a Disney cruise this summer.
Oh, I thought you said you had done Disney cruises before. Oh,
nope.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, we're taking our first cruise, our Disney cruise this summer. So looking forward to it. We're going to Disney World for 4 days, 3 nights, and then we're getting on a boat 4-day cruise, coming back, spending the night, one more night at Disney World, and then coming home.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm sure Jess has spent enough time on ships that he's fine with.
That's like the running joke on our family. When I went out to the field for a month, she's like, "We should go camping," and I'm like, "No."
Why the hell would I want to go camping?
And then when I come off a Westpac for like 6 months, she's like, "We should go on a cruise." I'm like, "If you just want to come with, just come with." I guess that's the moral of the story. No, I'm good. I got enough ski time. I'm good.
Yeah.
No.
Well, since I missed the round the table, I'll go ahead and introduce the cigar.
Do it.
So this let's see here. Oh, you can't really see, the light's not really there. There we go. Well, maybe not. This is a La Aurora small batch. Dominican. But it's rolled by a master roller. And I don't know if you can tell. Let's see if you can kind of see it. You see there's not a raw cut foot there. They call this a shaggy foot. So what they do is they take a little bit of a wrapper. I don't know if you can see it. They take a little bit of different type of wrapper and put it around the end, so that when you light it, you get an infusion of flavor that filters through the cigar and gives you a little bit different of a smoking experience.
They reattach the foreskin. That's what I heard.
Yes, foreskin. Yes.
They reattach the foreskin. Okay, good.
It's pretty impressive, you know.
Yep.
You can do anything nowadays.
This is first time smoking it, so we'll experience it together. Foreskin and all.
All right.
You said that was La Aurora?
La Aurora, yes.
Yeah.
Small batch.
Yeah, those are the ones when we did our cruise last May. We went to the where they do the cigars and sat there and watched this little old dude just sitting there rolling cigars, and he was making those like you were talking about that had the, as Jess said, the foreskin still on it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Do it.
Do what?
Oh, he's lighting it. Do it.
Suck it in. Foreskin and all. Good Lord.
Wrong side. Wrong side.
Man.
Good Lord.
Hey, I'm a pro.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
I see that.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
I
can
don't know
tell.
how many times you can say that.
Well, I guess I'm not a pro anymore. I used to get paid to do it, but I don't now.
Oh, that's true. That is a true statement.
All right.
I don't mean to go political, but what's going on right now in Cuba? I'm just flipping through the channels here, and
I'll be honest, I have no
I know
idea.
there was some stuff going on in Cuba, but I just see Trump admin ramps up pressure on Cuba.
Oh boy.
Cuba news. No, I haven't seen anything.
Like I said, I'm not trying to get political. It just popped up. So
looking and not seeing anything breaking. So.
The only thing I see is one says Cuba. The Cuba envoy says they're ready for any potential attack from the U.S.
God.
Okie dokie. Oh man. So, what all have you guys been up to?
Jess is going to come out of retirement pretty soon.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. I spent all this last week as the sound tech for our school's high school musical.
Hey.
Yeah, and it was fun. Yeah.
No, was it an actual musical, or was it like their talent show kind of thing?
Actual musical.
Yeah.
We did the musical Into the Woods. So it's like a mashup of a bunch of fairy tales, but the whole premise is it's a guy telling his daughter fairy tales, and he's kind of mashing them together and kind of making some stuff up, right? But then the fairy tales kind of come out of the book, kind of, so to speak. But there's a lot of Steven Sondheimer is the writer of the music and all that kind of stuff, composer. But he's got a lot of. He's one of those musical opera writers that like really smashes things in your face. And Into the Woods is the relationship between kids and their parents, or parents and their kids. So it's a pretty movie. And there's some comedic parts, but there's some very serious parts, heartstrings kind of pulling things, stuff. But it's a really good musical, and the kids did a really good job on it. I was really proud of a lot of them.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that's a good deal.
So that was Monday. We I guess it was forecast to have up to 75-mile-an-hour gusts. So the entire county canceled schools for nothing. I mean, there's a little bit of breeze and sprinkled a little bit. But
when that stuff does hit, it's nasty though.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to err on the side of caution. You don't want a 75-mile-an-hour gust hitting a school bus while it's dropping off kids,
Yeah.
So you always got to err on the side of caution. So we missed our first day of tech rehearsal, which was supposed to be Monday. So we put it together Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday morning was we performed like the first like 3/4 of the first act to our feeder schools. A bunch of elementary kids came in. And then more rehearsals Thursday night, and then Friday rehearsals, opening night, Friday night, matinee, and evening performance on Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep. Constantly improving. I had 14 wireless mics on stage. Only got feedback one time per show. Because it's in a gymnasium, which is notorious for low frequency feedback, which I'm sure all of you know.
Yeah.
But it's like the way that we are doing our wireless mics, it's kind of made to go up to 8 mics. We're using 14. So every now and then we'd have a mic cut out because it's cross the signals because we're not really using the antennas like we're supposed to. So it's I mean for the equipment that we got, it did all right. We did all right, or I did all right, I guess. So the president of the school comes up and he goes, "Hey, what about this? What about that?" And I'm like, "Well, for $20,000 to $30,000, we can move up to the system that we should have." Just saying. He goes, "Okay, put together a wish list." Okay.
Jeez.
Oh, he was blaming you?
No, he wasn't blaming me.
No.
But I was just like, actually, our conversation was before the show. I told him, I'm like, you're going to hear mics cutting out. You're going to hear, we might get an occasional feedback because we don't have in-ear monitors. We have 2 monitors on the corner of each corner of the stage. Yeah. So like when a kid gets too close to the monitors, I got to pay attention and dial them down before it starts to feedback.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, so you might hear some feedback, and he did. But man, there was like the mics that we're using are all 3 years old. The lavalier mics, so I think the connections are a little loose. So I'm buying all new mics for next year. They're $20 each, so there's not much. I don't know. We'll do what we can. But every year is like I write down a list. This is my 3rd year doing it now. So every year I write down a list of what we need for next year. So next week I'll go into the our school finance officer and say, "Hey, buy all this stuff for next year," and we'll be ready for next year. So
so far though, everything that you've put in for, you've gotten, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a private school, so I mean, we don't have a huge budget. It's funded by student enrollment.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any federal or state money coming in, so we have to. I mean, I'm spending it like it's somebody else's money, which was always how I did things in the Marine Corps too, and so I'm trying to be judicious about it, and how we're doing it. But so it's been a lot of research trying to figure out, trying to go to some of these like theater production websites and talk to their sound tech, and all that kind of stuff, and emailing people and hey, what about this and how do you do that? And the general consensus is everybody uses in-ear monitors, which are not cheap. Like the cheapest ones I could find are around $600.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But
that would mean, yeah. So like most like the in-ear monitors that like the pros used are like $1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just for the monitor. That's not even for the wireless mic and transmitter. That's just for the in-ear monitor.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, you know, so I'm trying to like, how long can we hobble along with using stage monitors? And it's if the choir program and theater program gets much bigger, it's only going to be for another year or two. And then we're going to have to bite the bullet and step up to a more professional system.
The big thing with that, like you said, it's a money issue, and you want to, that's what I was always taught, treat it like it was your money. Are you willing to do this? But, Jess, what was it, your son? He's a drummer? Daughter is a drummer?
And she had a concert, right?
This is concert season for her, so she's all the time.
Yeah. So, but I mean, you have to stop and look at what these kids put into it, and they deserve that stuff, man.
Yeah, they deserve
they definitely deserve. I'm not saying you put up $1 million estimate on what it's going to cost, but they deserved when they're up there. Their mic cancels out, and they're doing their best, or they're doing this. They've worked for that. They deserve that. It may not be perfect, and granted, it is still a high school or a school, but it's not a professional organization. You got a professional like Vic trying to do his best.
Yeah, professional.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a hell of a lot better than most people would, man.
Technically, you are getting paid to do it, so I'm just saying.
And I'm saving the school a shit ton of money by doing it in-house and not hiring somebody else or renting, a sound, package.
I was going to say you could call Blue Water Audio in there and see what they can set up for. I don't even know if they're still in business or not.
I don't know, but they were not cheap. I can tell you that.
Well, just that band hall in Pendleton, I left before it was done, but that quote for them to put the whole sound system in and all that crap was right around $2 million.
Yeah, they did Myanmar's sound system and like sound room. Put in this giant 64 channel board and oh my gosh, so much like more way more equipment than
you didn't need it. Yeah,
no, we didn't. And then Stu got in there and he's like, we don't need any of this. At most we need a 32 channel board. So he basically ripped it all out and got rid of it, sold it.
Really?
Well, not sold it, but like what do they call it? Utilization. They gave it to some other thing. Well, it was like I think it was an inter-service transfer. But yeah, he got rid of like these giant like arena speakers that we didn't need. It's like why? And I know exactly why. Ed Hayes is the one that bought it, and I know why he did it. But like I mean, every time a plane doesn't take off, $30,000 needs to be spent. And when the CG or the chief of staff comes to you and says, "Hey, we got money to spend," and you go, "Okay, we'll spend it," because you never want to say no ever, so that because when you tell the UCG, I need this, it's because you need it, so I know why he did it, it's like, fine, we'll spend your money because we always need it. So he got all this stuff. And like, I think it was maybe 3 or 4 years later, Stu got rid of it all.
That's crazy.
Yeah. If they went to Dermo, there's some damn Lance Corporal was down there.
Yeah, no shit.
Buying speakers for his barracks room.
Now that would be funny. Holy cow.
My head hurts right now.
Well, the problem is like 29 Palms didn't get any money.
Yeah.
We couldn't buy crap. I don't know when you guys were there, but it was just enough.
I remember having to bring toilet paper in.
I was just going to say that. It was just,
yes.
They would actually have us submit a 7-year plan as far as instrument replacements and stuff like that. And what do you need? And it's like, well, you keep asking for, it was when Gunny Petey was there, he was big with the show band, so that was the bread and butter of that band at the time. So it's like, hey, we need this, we need that. And they're like, go ahead and submit the budget. And they turn around and the freaking next year's budget would be like $10,000. And it's like, dude, I can't buy pen and paper and freaking printer paper and printer cartridges and toilet paper. Literally, we didn't have toilet paper.
Yeah, we would always say like
everybody literally bought their own pack of toilet paper, stuck it in their wall locker.
Yeah.
And you had to go get it to go wipe your butt.
Well, what we did was
you had to go to the head before you get your wall locker.
we would say, hey, first squad, you bring in toilet paper. Second squad, you bring in this. Third squad, you bring in this. So everybody would bring stuff in, and that's what we used to either wipe or clean or whatever.
Where do you think Andrew learned his toilet paper trick?
Yeah.
Holding it all over and cutting the middle out. Yeah.
That's an important thing to know.
Yes, doesn't know that trick.
Very
you don't know about
I do know about that trick.
Oh, okay.
Some fucking psycho try to teach us that trick, and I'm like, no, I'll rather use pine cones. Leave me alone.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, 29 homes and have toilet paper. Then you go down to Third Mall when it was in El Toro, and even Miramar, and all of a sudden they've got bidets on every toilet, and I'm like, what the fuck is this crap?
They did not have bidets.
What is this crap? You really? You get.
Oh, that's funny.
First off, 29 Palms. That's literally my fraternity. I grew up that was my first base. So we learned how to be super cheap and reuse everything all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. That's my first base too. Andrew's first base.
It's not a bad thing. Watching somebody try and retrograde back, you can grow into a budget, but you can't downsize a budget. It is painful. And watching people get like just broken souls because they're like, I used to have millions, now I'm poor. I'm like, it's like Schitt's Creek in reverse, you know?
Yeah.
Just watching them collapse. Like, I have to drink toilet wine today. Like, yeah. Guess what? It's its own little oddity.
I never saw a budget till we got back from Iraq, and they kept going on about OIF funds and all that crap. We got to spend it. You're going to lose it. And, the first time we took horns over there and brought them back. The second time we left a lot of shit there.
Did we?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we left horns there, but we left, we had that one quad con, and we had that ISO container and all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, it ain't coming back. Leave it here. So it got left there, and we get back, and all of a sudden, going to those meetings, and they're like, hey, we got all this money we got to spend. Who can justify it? And I'm like, and they're like, well, what the hell was his name? He was the comptroller. He was a damn lieutenant colonel.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Well, it was when Hungel was there, Master Getty Hungel, but he was like, hey, take care of this, because he was retiring. He's like, I don't want to deal with it. He's like, he didn't even come into work half the time after that, because he left Iraq before we got back in 2004. Because he's like, yeah, I'm going home. And just, good for him. He had shit he had to get done. He was getting ready to get out. But he's like, yeah. He said, hey, I said, Master Guns, what do you want to do about this? And he goes, I don't care. Go to the meeting. So I was sitting there, and they're like, we got all this money, and they're going around the table. And Chief Warrant Officer Edmondson was there, and they're like, well, we got all this money, and they're going, was the chief of staff meeting,
Yeah.
And sitting around the table at the old White House, and they're like, who can spend this money? And I swear it was Edmondson. He leans over to me and goes, can we spend this money? And I was like, yeah. And they go around the table, and they're like, Van, what are you? And I was like, yes, sir, I can. And he's like, well, stick around after the meeting. And it was the comptroller. He walked up to me. He goes, how fast do you think this can spend this money? I said, well, it's going to take me less than 10 minutes to get back up to the barn. I said, I can have the email to you within 20 minutes. Within a half hour, he goes, well, better be there.
Oh, God. He's like,
I sent it to him, and he replied back. He goes, God damn, that was fast.
He was probably like, oh, I thought he was joking.
Yeah. But even, those damn rope drums you guys got.
Yeah.
Those were all freaking, that was Stone's thing, but those were all, because he said to me, he said, how do you think we can get these? I said, well, they're still going on about OIF funds, so we'll see.
Yeah.
When I walked back in and put the paperwork on his desk, he about nutted himself sitting there. He goes, are you kidding me? And I was like, there you go, sir. I don't even remember who the hell we bought them through. I never saw them.
See, and that's that proximity to the flag that you guys had that we didn't know in 29 Palms. Because that was like, you're sitting in the meetings, and meanwhile, it's like a 4-hour drive to get down there for us sometimes. So I mean, scraping by with like minimal effort.
It also helps that the band actually works directly for the chief of staff.
Yes,
that makes things a little bit easier, in the division. So,
yeah.
Colonel Nugent, Ted Nugent, not Ted, but I call him Ted every now and again. But Colonel Nugent was very generous to us, and if I ever came in and said, "Hey, sir, I was thinking about this, this, and this is what I'd like to do," and he'd be like, "Okay, talk to the comptroller." Seriously? I'm like, okay.
I know there was probably a lot of things with that band hall at Pendleton weren't right, but they weren't willing to spend the millions of dollars to put a new building in. Mm-hmm. I think we've talked about this before, but that was an old chow hall, and they're like, we've got all this money for refurbish, but we can't justify a new build.
Correct. It's a completely different pot of money and a completely different authorization process.
Yeah. So they're like, well, we can do this. And I wasn't a part of the walkthrough with it, but square footage and everything. And I think, did they actually add on to it?
I don't think so.
Now, but
I don't think they added on.
But they were, they sat and looked at it and they're like, I forget who the company is that came in. That was a damn 2-year project. Like I said, it wasn't finished when I left, but they turned around and they're like, yeah, this will work, but we can rehab it. Because when it was built in a 33 area, it wasn't earthquake proof. So they literally tore every wall down except the one wall. Like when you were at the armory.
Yeah.
You turn around, and if you turn around and looked at the building.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it's north, south, east, west. I don't remember now. That one wall was the only wall that was up there.
So they basically tore down the whole building.
They tore down the whole entire building except for one wall because the way it was structurally sound and that they could build from it at that point. And they could pre-drill and everything to drill in, and then they could enforce it. And they built the whole rest of the building off of that wall.
That's
wiring alone.
Wow.
You upgrade the entire wiring too.
Yep.
Huh.
But
now, did you guys see the new 1st Marine Division headquarters? They built that last year. Or I think it opened last year.
I saw it online, but I didn't get
that thing. Is awesome. I can't wait to go see it in person.
It's not real.
Oh, it's real, and it is awesome.
No, it's not the same. Once you leave the White House, then it's just not the same division anymore.
Well, what's the White House now? Is it still there?
It is. I think they were saying the 1st Marine Division Association was going.
I'm just asking. I mean, is it still there?
It is. Yeah.
It's terrible if they tore it down because it was.
I'm sure they're going to turn it into a museum or something.
Yeah.
Well, it also has Matilda's behind it, the little bar. So
yeah,
I can't imagine that they're going to get rid of that.
That went through a lot of names too.
Did it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know it from when I was there the second time. So.
That whole area is nothing but a fire hazard anyway.
That is true.
Yeah.
Literally.
Is the old band hall still up there on the hill, or did they tear it down?
Oh, I have no idea.
When we were there, it was still there.
Was it?
There was another unit in there. I think legal was in there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they were down there by the same side as the White House, and I think the building they were in was even worse than freaking the one we were in.
I just remember walking through the band hall and like the floors would go underneath you, like
it waved
like that, and it was like, whoa. Yeah.
So that was so weird coming down from 7th Marines. Like the 7th Marines was like, that headquarters was very sound. And then you go to the White House, I'm like, did you guys buy this on fucking eBay for like what?
Got it on
Sears catalog.
Yeah, they brought it in on a trailer and just dropped it.
Yeah. It was like prefab housing. Like, dude, something ain't right with this floor. And you kind of go down and like between the G4 or G3 and G, like on opposite side next to the PX there, like, what is going on? It was like you're climbing up, you're going down. There's like not a straight floor on the whole building. And upstairs, like, what's going on here? Yeah. And then they just had like annexes attached to the back, like containerized housing. Slap it on the back. That's where it goes. That's where we're putting the vault. Like, Okay.
I see a road trip in our future to go see the new 1st Marine Division building.
Dude, if you haven't seen it online, you need to check it out. It's pretty cool.
The White House is always going to be how it works for me.
Well, it looks like they've got a damn museum in it now too, don't they? All the displays.
White House?
No, in the
new one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's in the 33 area, right?
It is. It's where the old headquarters battalion building, actually all of the headquarters battalion buildings there, right when you come up the hill, they demolished all of them and built this new one.
Oh, wow.
Those were on their last legs back in the day.
Everything in that whole damn base is on its last legs.
Oh, God. I mean,
all the concrate walls, like it was all the concrete was chipping away. You could see the rebar in the walls. You know, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course our fix is, hey, Lance Corporal, we need to get a working party over here and paint that damn wall.
Damn right.
At least it's got clean paint on it.
Call that a lipstick on a pig.
Polish and a turd. Spray paint. Gold plate and a turd.
It says the former headquarters was occupied since 1943.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, but all those buildings, like our old building, the White House and all that, those were all temporary buildings. They were never meant to be long-term occupied.
In true Marine Corps oorah fashion.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the funny thing, the old band hall, every time
a
phone line would go out or something, you'd have to send somebody into the damn building and crawl around because it sat on those stanchions. And
yeah,
you're sitting there splicing together phone line like you're like old comm wire and shit. And you look out of there's freaking wires hanging everywhere. And it's like, where the hell does this go to? And it's like, I don't know.
Nowhere.
You're literally under there yanking. It's like, hey, is your phone moving?
That's
like I said, coming down from 29 Palms, where everything was like brand new, and 7th Marines like regiment, the command suite, every office was like lined out, and then you go down to the White House, like, you bitches live like this? What are you guys doing here?
You're like, running a division?
It was like
you're running it.
It was like visiting the bosses in the trailer park, and you're living like, like, what is going on here, guys?
That's good stuff.
Yeah. Like,
I remember being in the White House.
Cutting edge.
I think it was the first meeting I ever went down there to. But I walked in and I was like, shit, I don't know where the hell to go. And Mattis came out of it. Came out of his office, and it was God, who was it Dunford?
Dunford was there, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Dunford that Mattis. He said something. He goes, I'm gonna go piss. I'll be right back. Something like that. And was standing there. And Dunford looked at me. He goes, "Hey, Gunny, how you doing?" I was like, "Good, sir. How are you?" And sitting there talking. And he said, "Well, we better get up there." And it was chief of staff, everybody. I can't remember who the hell that was. Colonel Knapp, who was headquarters battalion.
Okay.
All that, and start walking down the hallway, and I'm like, "Why the hell's everybody walking on what?" You got a freaking general, colonel, lieutenant colonels. I figured they'd walk straight down the damn center of the hallway, and everybody else gets out of the way. But they all shift to one side. And I'm standing there, and it was some staff sergeant was walking behind me, and I'm walking down the middle, and he goes, "Gunny, you don't want to walk down the middle of that floor, that deck." And I was like, I turned around, and I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, you want to go over to that side." He said, "If you get too far down there," he said, "you're going to fall through the goddamn deck." And I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
That's funny.
They can't get under there and reinforce anything. I mean, what?
Tell me when the first Marine was ever stationary long enough to fix that place. There was always something going on all the time. We were always on the hook for something. Even when you weren't, you were. You think, oh, we got a little bit of a break right now. No, somebody's going to do something dumb.
If you went over to the Met site over there, shit, everything in the Met site was brand new.
Oh, do you remember the old Met building?
I don't know, honestly.
It made the White House look luxurious.
Yeah, Porta Johns.
They didn't have indoor plumbing.
Welded together Quonset huts or what?
That was, they found like fucking like some pallets and slapped together at headquarters, and that's where the meth used to be. It was garbage. And it was right on the edge of base. where all the fires were. So it was always it was in constant threat of getting burned down because it was right on the base property line. And it was like that gully was like, meth's going this year.
Well, that's why they moved all those old freaking tank hangars around and refurbed them and using some metal building.
And then when they moved down to Del Mar, because I was on Del Mar when Meth moved over there, and when Meth moved into Del Mar, it was gross because that bridge was not made to support all that shit. Like, you guys fucking suck. I had a nice little commute in every day over the bridge. I was like, this is perfect. And then all of a sudden, it's like backed up every morning. Like, you guys suck. Yeah. Getting off, like, you had that light right at the end. It would back up all the way up bridge over the 5. Like, you couldn't pick, like, go to Pulgus. Pulgus hates everybody. You would have fit in perfect there.
Yes.
Harsh in my crap. They're harsh in my mellow. That's what they're doing.
Pulgus.
Pulgus is just sad. Artillery is just sad. The flea. Las Pulgas, the flea. No, that can't. Pulgas Canyon was always like, that's gonna go. We used to play rugby up at that Pulgas pitch up there. You come out there like pieces of rock stuck in you, glass all over you. I was like, God, I was like playing on a fucking parking lot.
That sounds right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but you had the Dolly Parton Memorial reactors right out there outside.
That
the
is
gate.
true.
I was on it. That was up north though. You had to go past the La Migre checkpoint. We always thought we were going to steal that sign.
That would have been funny.
We had a plan too. It was sound. And then they found out what we were about to do. Like, if you bitches steal that sign, we are going to cut your nuts off. They're like, oh, Gunny, come on, man. Because we were like right next to it. Because we did all of our like driver stuff and we'd bivouac up there because we could get all over the place in LAR. But we were like right next to it and had the lights on and everything. Like we had the socket wrenches, we had everything we were gonna need. We were going up that bitch. Like, no. They heard what we were doing. They were like, no, you're not. Like, yes, we are. We're gonna put this in the mech bay. We even had a place for it. Yeah, but
that's good stuff.
Well,
I'll tell one quick story about the White House. I'd gotten an email from the chief of staff earlier that in the week, right? Like on a Monday or what have you. And in the email is like, you better know where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, and you better never be late, right? It was like to all everybody that fell under the chief of staff, right? So I get a phone call. It's the chief of staff meeting. It was like on a Thursday. I think it was Thursday. Anyways, I get the phone call and they're like, hey, you're supposed to be at this chief of staff meeting. I'm like, what are you talking about? Be at the chief of staff meeting? I don't go to the chief of staff meeting. Like, he never told me to go to the chief of staff meeting. And you're like, well, the captain expects you to be here. And I'm like, holy crap. I wasn't even in uniform. I'm like a 15-minute drive away. I'm like, So I quickly got my uniform. I jumped in the car. I was definitely speeding. And I get there. I run upstairs and the meeting had already started, right? And so I walk into the little office there, the staff sec's office. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? They're like, I don't know. The captain told me that you should be here and you weren't here. And so I called you. And I was like, oh, no. And I was like literally thinking about that email. I'm like, well, let's see. You better know where you're supposed to be. Yep, failed. You better not show up late. Yep, failed. Everything that he said in the email, I failed miserably. So you go down to where the conference room was. And I go to open the door and it's like, and I'm like looking at the chief of staff because he's facing the door. He starts laughing. He just waves me in. He's like, come on in. He doesn't say anything. He's just like, yeah, come in. So I sit down in the rafters, right? I'm in the back. I'm like, oh my God, dude, this is horrible. So then they're like going down the line for the slideshow thing. And I'm like, oh man. And then it was like, all right, band. And it like flashed on the thing. It said band. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm briefing. I don't even know what I'm doing here. And then it like flashed to the next thing, and it was like question mark, question mark, question mark, and I'm like,
So when that happens to you, just say present, and that's all you gotta do. I've seen it more than once. Like,
Colonel
they don't know
Nugent
what their
looked at
brief
me.
is like. Present.
Yeah,
Next.
Colonel Nugent looked at me and he goes, "Band, what do you got?" And I was like, well, sir, yeah, I'm sorry, I got nothing." he starts
the first
laughing.
thing you should have said after you went in, it was all squeaky doored.
Oh,
it's like
Joe's pissy about Polgus right now. Let him hurt. Oh,
go ahead, Mike. What were you saying?
No, I was going to say the first thing you should have said when they went to ban is like, "I apologize, sir. I had to go out there. That freaking Lance Corporal can't afford a goddamn can of WD-40 for those freaking hinges. I'll be right back."
I'm out.
So after the meeting was over, I go up to the captain. I'm like, "What the heck? Like, I've never been told I need to come to these meetings. In fact, the chief of staff says I'll let you know if you need to come to a meeting." And he goes, "Well, I don't know. He just said make sure everybody's there. So you need to take it up with him." And I'm like, "Crap, man." So I go down the hallway and I go down to his office. He's not there. And I'm like, son of a gun, man. So I come walking out and he comes out of the general's office, right? And he sees me and he's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." And I'm like, "Oh no." So I'm like heavy arms down the hallway, like I'm getting in trouble. I go into his office and he goes, "Hey, can you explain to me the difference between the drums?" I was like, "What?" So I explained what he was wanting to know. And I was like, he goes, "Okay, cool. Thanks. I appreciate it." I'm like, is that it? And he goes, "Yeah. What else do you need?" I was like, "I thought you were going to chew me out. Like, I thought for sure you were going to scream at me just now." And he goes, "Why would I do that?" I was like, "Let's see. You sent an email at the beginning of the week. This is what it said. I didn't know any of it. I failed miserably." And he goes, "Who told you had to be here?" And I was like, "The staff sec told me." He goes, "Don't ever listen to the staff sec. He doesn't know what he's talking about."
Yeah, he was just.
I was like, "Aye, sir."
Well, at one point in time, the band always had to be there.
Yeah, I think it was just him. He was like, "Yeah, whatever. If I need you, I'll call you."
I mean, you're in the slide deck.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I was in his slide deck until that day, actually. So
there's a
But
lot
I
of
was
hidden
there, yeah.
slides in those updates. We unhide them if we needed them. And ops was like, no, keep it hidden. Keep it moving.
Yeah. Well, as soon as they saw you there, they're like, "Oh shit, the band's here."
So
Must be
we ran a
important.
brief.
No, that's not what they said. As soon as you opened up that creaky hands, they were like, "Ah, fucking band." That's what they were all thinking. Fucking band.
I bet you what most of them were thinking, "Oh, thank God somebody else is here. He's going to yell at him, not me."
What are you saying, Jess?
So we ran a brief down, and we had 1 of 50 maps of Kuwait because we're doing the territorial integrity defense of Kuwait, one of our O plans. And we had these 1 of 50 maps we put together, and they were just massive because we had like this giant engagement area up in northern Kuwait, and we had to attach it to the wall, but they had none of the clips that every briefing was supposed to have, so we could hang our maps up. So I guess nobody hangs maps here, so we started just putting push pins into that nice brand new wood they had in that building. They lost their shit. Like, well, guess what? We're briefing maps today, and we had the overlays and all that. General Admire came in and was like, yep, looks good. What do you got to say?" We ran through the whole thing. Like, looks good. Moving on. He just got up like, "Appreciate you guys coming down." We were there for 20 minutes, and we probably spent 5 months prepping this thing. Like,
oh, jeez.
This all checks out, but we just need to get the ominous dominus on it and make sure we're good. Put it in the book. Put it in the book. Like, all right, cool.
Oh, that's good.
The White House people were really, really pissy with us. It's like just savages coming out from the desert. But what are you guys still using maps for? It's like, why aren't you using maps? What are you guys doing in this room?
Oh, that's good.
No, but
So
here's something else.
Here's my thrown under the bus story. So I'm at Miramar for the third time, kind of a senior gunny. Miramar is so for the listeners that don't know, all the Marine Corps bands on the West Coast all get together and have their own birthday ball before everybody else's birthday ball. Well, they trade around who hosts the ball. Well, it was Miramar's year to host the ball. OIC and the staff at OIC made a staff sergeant the birthday ball coordinator. Well, Yaphet Jones goes in and asks the staff sergeant, where are we at with all this stuff? And staff sergeant says, well, I haven't really started anything yet. And it's like, I don't know, like August. It's like August, you know? And so OIC calls me into the office. He goes, you're the new birthday ball coordinator. And I'm like, oh, fuck my life. Damn it. All right. Where are we at? I go to the staff sergeant. Where are we at with all this stuff? Well, we got to wait on a quote from like some vendors. It's August. You don't have a venue yet? No, not yet. Well, I mean, it's gonna happen. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Yaphet Jones, we have a staff meeting. Yaphet Jones said, hey, we need you're gonna brief the birthday ball in 20 minutes. What?
What ball?
So in that 20 minutes, I went back to the repair room. I found the most dented up trombone, the most dented up instrument. It happened to be a run over trombone. I grabbed it, and I threw under the conference table, and then I go into the 3 Amigo office, and I take these pieces of paper and I tape them all together, and then I drew tire tracks on them. So we go in, I go in, and we all sit down around the table, and I got these papers laying in my lap, and then OIC goes, okay, birthday ball, where are we at? I take the piece of paper, slap it to my chest because I had tape on it, so I got these tire tracks across my chest. I throw the trombone on the table that's completely run over, and I'm like, yeah, we got nothing, sir. we got nothing. He goes, what do you mean we got nothing? I was like, we'll have more next week. Trust me. Right now, we got nothing. Gunny, you better fucking fix this. Aye, sir. And then I'm like, you fucking kidding me?
When there and brief nothing, all right?
Yeah. Totally throw it on the bus. You sons of bitches, man. Oh, man.
That's
I was so
pretty
pissed.
good, though. I like it.
All right. So I got a couple stay rounds from this weekend. I'm going to, we're getting close here. So we had 2 funerals yesterday, and we had the I&I staff come out holding flags. They came down from Wahpeton, North Dakota, and they came up from Omaha. And I just got to say, those guys are professionals. It was
awesome.
Mayhem on the first one because it was a big one. And then the second one was in a parking lot, 90 degrees, and these guys out there in blues.
Yikes.
It was hot enough that their phones crapped out inside the truck from heat. And they're out there folding flags. So I gotta say, the I&I staff from Wahpeton, North Dakota, MP, there's 7 of them, and they cover 65,000 square miles, you said?
Good. Wow.
And then,
wow.
Yes. And the guys from Omaha, who half of Nebraska's on fire right now. So they are going through it. And they're coming up from Omaha, and they're a maintenance company. And they're just amazing. So I just want to give them their dues because it was they had to have a captain because we buried a major yesterday, or we had a funeral for a major yesterday. So and the sergeant, she's an 01. She was amazing. They're on top of it.
That's awesome.
So, but the I&I staff can never say enough about those folks because I think they cover Montana almost from the Montana border up into Minnesota. And they're coming down from North Dakota. And they come all the way down to Sioux Falls, which is a drive.
Wow. That's amazing.
So, yeah. And they're always first time, every time. Always great.
Yeah. Nice.
So,
well, kudos to those guys, man, keeping the tradition alive and doing it right. So
he said something. It's like we work for the Assistant Commandant of the Marine Corps on this. We have a lot of glass balls we're juggling up in the air all the time. The one that we can't drop is funerals. And the I&I guys, they hit it on the head. They did a hell of a job. So I just want to put a kudos out to those folks. And they never get the attention they deserve. So, but
Well said, man.
That was
like that. Yeah, that's good. Well, shoot, if you guys are ready to close this one out, Jess, you could give us the book, and then Vic, you can give us the cigar.
I got our scout that is kicking off the cemetery project. He got a local detachment or local post scout of the year last night too. So
hey, good for him.
That's awesome, man.
Now he goes up the county department, and then he goes to state, and he's progressing through the chain. So we're trying to get him scout of the year for the national side too. So he's
nice,
but he's very introverted right now because he's a freshman in high school, and his head is just like, I just want to make it through the school year, man. but yeah, he was. Every old guy was talking to him last night. We had a 3-star who was the guest speaker. He's the CEO for our medical and retired 3-star, but he dropped something last night that I think is something that needs to be said more often. Is it's great what you guys are doing, but what are you going to do next? And I think a lot of folks are kind of resting on their laurels. And he also started talking about numbers because there's 18 million people in uniform for World War II. When the population is about 100+ million, now we have 3 million total in uniform, and the population is 324 million. So the numbers aren't there. So we got to find out how to work together and do things right. But he just dropped that challenge right on their laps. It was like, we all need to get better. We all need to figure out what right looks like. We need to find a way to get there together. So that was kind of a very interesting message last night. Like, there he is. But
dang. Yeah, what
talks with his hands, no microphone in the group. He just walked amongst them like that command presence. But he's a doctor, and he was a colonoscopy guy. I'm like, yeah, he's seen a lot of assholes, so he should be just fine. I didn't want to make that joke. I saved it for tonight.
That was good. That was good.
But yeah, good guy.
All right, Jess, what do you got for a book? You got anything tonight?
All right. I have 3, but I'm going to give you a choice. Old, middle, or new?
You said old. What were my choices?
Old.
I would say old.
Okay,
all right.
I'll go along with the crew.
I say fuck you. I'm going to do whatever I want. So, 23rd year anniversary, the March Up by Bing West. If you've not read it, it's 23rd anniversary this month of Iraq. And Bing West is always a great writer, and he embedded with and General Smith. They embedded with the 1st Marine Division, or the Marines when they invaded in Afghanistan. Bing West. It's an amazing book. And it's always weird seeing people I knew in a book. So that's always hard for me. Like, I remember him. So, but it has pictures.
Oh, Andrew will love it.
I know.
Yeah.
Not a lot of pictures, but they're in here. And looking at these old charcoal suits in green, it's like, oh, that's right. We didn't have enough uniforms back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, hard to believe it was 23 years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Time flies.
And along that line, General Mattis was on PBS this week, and they were kind of talking about some stuff, and I think it's worth the watch. He was part of the Hoover Institute. They put him on a roundtable on Stoicism. So, and I think that was some very interesting points he's making about the Iranian regime. So I'm not trying to turn this political, but he was part of the original. He was there in the Indian Ocean in 1979. So he has a little bit of history with that. Broken souls that are Persian sitting in the current. Yeah, it was an interesting listen. So if you had a chance, I'd recommend that one too. Yeah, the Hoover Institute.
Okay.
So
nice.
But, I saw a brief clip of him on there. It was very, very brief. But yeah, it seemed interesting.
20 minutes, and it aired. I saw it yesterday, and it was like, yes, this is. I'll try and find it and send it to you guys. But
cool.
There's some interesting points about allies too.
Yeah.
So he kind of bangs on both sides of the drum. So be aware. But speaking of Madison First Mardip.
Yep.
What I got.
Yep. All right, cool. Vic, tell us about your cigar.
Well, first I want to say, Jess, I appreciate your passion for history and how it applies to current events. And I appreciate you bringing these books forward and everything you talked about. So the La Aurora, nice hints of leather, got a little bit of spice, maybe a little bit of white pepper in it. Very pleasant cigar. I give it a yeah. It's starting to get now. So it was a Toro. So I'm just maybe about halfway through it. So I probably got another 45 minutes to 30 minutes on the cigar, which I'm going to sit out here. I have paired it with Jack Daniel's Bonded, which is Jack Daniel's with a nice little smooth finish to it. I really like it. And it's a good cigar. It's a great cigar.
And Vic didn't once use the word creamy. So
not one time.
Because it's not. It is not. Oh, don't you worry, Mike. When it is, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know you like to tell me when stuff's creamy.
Oh man!
Did you get an ash in your bourbon?
It's not an ash.
It's just a bug.
It's protein, man.
Yeah.
You've eaten worse.
All right. Would you have any words of wisdom, Vic?
Oh snap! Hold on a second. Yes,
no.
You're damn right I do. This was a little bit of a long one. Let me get back to it.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll play the clip here.
Okay.
And we're back.
Okay. Pardon my, indulge me, please. It's a little bit of a long one. Let's see. Hate has 4 letters, but so does love. Enemy has 7 letters, but so does friends. Lying has 5 letters, but so does truth. Crying has 3 letters, but so does joy. Negativity has 10 letters, but so does positivity. Life is 2-sided. Choose the better of the 2 sides.
Ooh. Wow, that was a good one.
Yeah. I found that one today, and I'm like, I'm using it tonight.
That was good. I like that. Very nice. All right, Mike, you got something for us tonight?
Yeah, but it's not because of my research. It's from another fellow Marine, Nelson Zapata, is a former bandsman.
Oh, yeah.
He sent it to me. He said, experience is an excellent teacher. If you're smart, you use other people's experience to help you along the way.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Man, you guys rock. Thanks for coming on and doing this. I appreciate you guys. With that said, for everybody out there, if you're struggling, need help, anything like that, don't forget the VA does have some good resources. You can dial 988, press option 1. You can always text 838-255 or go to veteranscrisisline.net, click on that chat icon. Any of those options will put you in contact with somebody that can help you out. Remember, one veteran life lost is one too many. I care about you. The crew cares about you. The whole veteran community cares about you, so please reach out for help. And if you're out there, you're not struggling, reach out to the buddies you served with, ask them how they're doing. If they need that helping hand, please give it to them. One last time, fellas, thank you. Thank you very much. To everybody out there, stay motivated. Change your socks.
No more 22. On to the journey and finish the fight.